Our guest speaker today is a brand new member to the organization. And with that, I'm going to hand it over to Shane Meeks. Thank you.
All right. So trying to figure out like what to say. So I just figured I would go through kind of just my life story and how I got here. A little bit about me. Shane Meeks, that's my name. Wrote that down just to make sure. I'm 32 years old. Let's see. I grew up here, so I was born and raised here. I'm third, maybe fourth generation here on the Meeks side. I know I'm third generation. On my mom's side, she's a Tillis. So if anybody knows Tillis, Eddie Tillis, that was my granddad. So I believe he's been here for 4 generations, or at least his family. School, I went to Vero Beach Elementary, did Oslo Middle School, Vero Beach High School, graduated in 2011. Then I went off to UCF. I am part of the Oceans Unite Christian Center. That's my church I go to every Sunday. But that's just a little bit personally about me. So to move on from that, so when I went to UCF, I graduated with a degree in radio and television. Can everybody hear me? I feel like this is not that loud.
Yeah.
Okay. Graduated in 2014 and with that degree. Wanted to do morning radio. So if you guys know who Kevin, Virginia, and Jason in the Morning is, I interned with them my last semester at UCF. Right when they were initially in West Palm, they moved to Miami, and that first semester that they were back in West Palm, that is when I interned with them. And then graduated. I got a job with B94.7, which used to be Hot Country, 94.7 Hot Country, which is a station here in Vero on 17th is where they used to be. And I was on air talent for them overnights and during the weekends. So trying to work my way up and do morning radio. That was my end goal with radio, was to do that. I didn't quite make it there. Kind of got laughed out of the office when I asked them when they had a posting for 93.7, the Breeze it was back in the day. They had an opening for a morning radio show co-host, and I asked them, and I think this was like a year in. I got laughed out, which I mean I probably should deserve that name. I was kind of new. I was kind of new into the industry stuff. But anyways, that was a little bit about that. Let's see. While I was at UCF, I interned in 2 different places. If you guys know where Glenwood Springs is in Colorado, just north of Aspen, so I was in that valley. That is when I realized I hated mountains. So in that valley, and only seeing the sun for like 4 hours a day was kind of not okay with me growing up on flatland. So I got out of there as quick as I could, and then that's when I went and interned with the KBJ show down in West Palm. Did radio for 4 years, like I said, with 94.7 Hot Country and B94.7. I saw the transition to the B94.7 and got out of that. During that time, I was working with my dad, and everybody's going to think I did plumbing. I did not do plumbing. My side of the family were electricians. So my dad, he owns his own company. He's a one-man show, Meeks Electric. Worked with him, did the paperwork, did a little bit of the field work as well. Crawl into attics, hated it. So I was like, I'm not doing this either. And then 2019 came, and my aunt up in Bluffton, South Carolina, offered me a job in sales up there. So I moved up there for a year. She and her husband owned a AR Homes franchise up there. So I sold brand new builds or the builder. Not brand new builds. They were spec on.
Arthur Ruttenberg, right?
Sorry?
Arthur Ruttenberg.
Arthur Ruttenberg, yeah. Arthur Ruttenberg Homes. So I moved up there, did sales. COVID happened. So, you know, doing the phones during that time and getting, you know, are you still planning to build with us? You love the area, you still here, wanting to build with us, and getting the response of, are you crazy, COVID's happening right now, and that's what you're thinking about. I heard that plenty of times, which is kind of understandable. At the same time, it's still a job, so I need to make some money. So I think I did like 6 months of COVID up there, and then moved back home. Let's see, where am I on my list? While I was up there, seeing everything slow down in sales, there was an uptick of people not wanting to go into stores and wanting to purchase online. So I started getting into the resale business with Amazon, eBay, and that kind of stuff. So with the sales of homes kind of slowing down during that time, I figured out the Amazon game and would go to thrift stores and go buy, you know, books or anything like that for like a quarter or $1 and resell them on Amazon between $5, $10, sometimes even $100, depending on which book it is. So, got into that up there, then moved back home, moved back to Vero, and continued to do that here for about 2-3 years. I also figured out that like you could like purchase groceries, the BOGOs from Publix, and end up paying for your own groceries by selling the other the free one online. So that was nice, a little cheat code there. But did that, and then it kind of slowed down, and then Amazon was a little worried that, you know, things were opening up by the time like 3 years down the road, and Amazon was a little bit worried that Chinese goods were going to start flooding their warehouses. So they started limiting everybody with the amount of inventory that they could have in their warehouses. So I tried to sell, get to the point where I could send more stuff in. They said, oh, you're not sending anything in, so we're going to lower the amount that you can have in the inventory. So sell. No, you haven't sent anything in. We're going to lower the amount, and then I just kind of fire sell everything and I got out of it. And then after that, I started a mobile notary business. I did that. I'm still doing that right now, actually. Do that on the side. But starting that, I started doing a little bit more networking and getting more involved with different things. And I met my branch manager at one of the networking events. His name's Jake McCrae. And he was looking for somebody to do become a loan officer in their office. So I talked with him a little bit about it. Went and studied for the test, did everything, passed it on the first try, which I guess is not that common. A lot of people fail it on their first try. So got that done, and then started with that, and here I am doing mortgages about 2 years later. So also, I mean, it's kind of breaking news. I was with Cross Country for about 2 years, and I am switching over to Empire Financial, based out of Orlando. So I will be with a new mortgage company come here today or tomorrow. We're doing that. So, but other than that, are there any questions? Yes. So, story about this one. This one is a tattoo. It is a pterodactyl. Mine's a pterodactyl. And then underneath, I'm the only one that got Cuzzo underneath. But I call him my Cuzzosaurus Rex because there was about 10 of us cousins that got this tattoo in a trailer in the middle of Fellsville. So one of the cousins brought a tattoo gun and tattooed us. So we all got dinosaurs.
Was there alcohol involved?
There was a ton of alcohol involved. So she hates it, but I like it. She thinks she did a terrible job, but I like it. So that's that one. And then this one is a Disney themed one. I got Rafiki and Simba, and then the matching one is with my sister, and she grew up with Ariel and the Little Mermaid, so we got matching tattoos. So she's got the same one as me. So.
That's cute.
But anything else?
Staying in Vero, you're not planning on going anywhere?
No, no, you're stuck with me. You're stuck with me.
Yay.
I ain't going anywhere. I've only lived outside of Vero for college and then Bluffton. Yeah, I haven't lived outside of Vero for those 4 or 5 years. So. Yes, sir.
Thanks.
All right.
Great.
Anything else?